No wings, no dashes, no boots. Just a whole load of finches. Why am I fighting daytime Empress of Light like this? Hello guys, Iliguana here, and if you've been following the channel you'll know that I've been trying to beat Terraria with an army of finches as my only damage. More specifically, 1 finch per subscriber. With so many minions you would think this would be easy, but it was actually extremely difficult. The problem is defense. Empress of Light has so much that each finch does only 1 damage and the fight moves at a snail's pace. I have to take risks to get more DPS and eventually I mess up. Time for a change of plan. I'm going to trash all of my usual movement accessories in favor of damage increasing items. I hear you asking, how will I have the mobility to dodge her attacks? The answer is with 2 of my favorite mounts, the slimy saddle and the hexed branch. As you can expect, this made the fight way more difficult than usual, and I died many times. But then, I'll show you the full fight because I'm proud of it, but I'll also explain the tactics used. We must stay near the Empress during her sun dance attack because this is the best opportunity for our finches to deal damage. I use the tree mount to dash to the left which lines our finches up with the Empress for maximum DPS. As you can see, the slimy saddle combined with the feather fall potion lets us jump to extreme heights. We can just glide with the tree mount to dodge the lances. I messed up a little here, because I was too far away from the sun dance. So we missed a chance for some damage. I try to stay as still as possible so that the finches have time to catch the Empress, because these poor baby birds are very slow. We are about to enter the second phase, which is where things get tricky. It's harder for the birds to do damage now because the fight is much faster. This pattern lines up the finches with the Empress and is our best chance to get DPS. Quickly switching between the slime mount and the tree lets us avoid the homing attacks and will put Empress in the perfect position. The birds can do some damage during the sun dance attack. I dash to the right to stay in the center of the platform before the pattern repeats. The HP bar is going down slowly, but the pattern lets the finches get some hits every time, so it's just a test of consistency. To get good DPS on this part of the cycle, we have to play with fire. Turning back towards the Empress before her sun dance traps us underneath, but lets the finches catch up and swarm around her. Some of you were asking why I reforged my finch staff to mythical instead of ruthless. Let me explain. The finch staff does 7 base damage, and both mythical and ruthless increase this to 8, because of rounding. The difference is that mythical has reduced mana cost and faster speed, which makes a difference when you have to summon hundreds of finches every time you join the game. Let's talk about how I got all these finches. At this point I have roughly 900 finches, which is made possible by the Infinite Minions mod on T-Mod Loader, which I'm sure you've seen before if you've been using T-Mod Loader for a while. Let me know if you want to see me do a normal playthrough of this mod. The mod provides many accessories for the summoner class as well as one which grants unlimited summons. Additionally, I'm using both shark tooth necklaces, giving me 10 armor penetration. Empress of Light has 50 defense, so this reduces that number to 40, meaning our damage is reduced by 20. My other accessories are all damage boosters reforged to menacing, which just barely gets the finch staff to 21 damage. This is huge in phase 1 because it means the finches deal up to 4 damage instead of 1, roughly doubling our DPS. Sadly, in her second phase she has 60 defense, so I could just equip my movement accessories again and it would make no difference, but I didn't do this because by this point I'd basically forgotten how to even play the game normally. The Empress of Light probably thinks I am some sort of clown. It's ridiculous that we are actually doing Terraria's most hyped boss fight with such a completely stupid loadout, but the Empress now has less HP than Queen Slime and should be pretty worried. Since we are playing with only birds, now is the perfect time for you to comment your favorite bird-related joke down below. If you don't have a joke then you must subscribe. I don't make the rules. Unfortunately, I don't think the Finches only series will be able to continue much longer, because soon there will be too many Finches and the game will start to break. Terraria has a 1000 projectile limit, which is hard-coded into the game. Even though we have no minion limit, the Finches count as projectiles, and if we hit 1000, then no other projectiles will be able to spawn into the game. The good news is that basically nothing will even be able to attack us anymore. The bad news is that I won't be able to summon any more Finches. It is a shame because I wanted to do a Finches vs Calamity series, or some other post-Moon Lord mods. The only workaround I can think of would be to manually create a mod which combines multiple Finches into a single entity, allowing us to get more than 1000. But I am not a developer, so I don't know whether this could actually be done. If you have any other suggestions, then please let me know. Empress HP is down to 4 figures now, so let's just appreciate the final seconds of this fight. Remember to drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, have a wonderful day.